Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning again, and welcome again. I'm the person that says so many welcomes, so some of the things I say, people that were here yesterday will hear it again. But there are new people in the room, and there are more people coming. They're in different places at the moment. We have some parallel events. So this is, as you know, the 11th Athens Democracy Forum in association with the New York Times, and we're very happy to have Stephen Dunbar-Johnson with us today, President of International at New York Times. And we're grateful for the cooperation of all our stakeholders, United Nations, Kofi Annan Foundation, and the City of Athens. But as we enter our second decade, we do so, I believe, with renewed energy, hope with a bit of gusto, more features and projects. So amongst us this year, we have some 30 teenagers that are joining us from various countries around the world for them to hold their own Teens ADF. They will be mixing with us as well, but they will also be presenting to us their views tomorrow. We have some 20 members of parliament and legislators from parliaments around the world for our brand new Caucus of Parliamentarians initiative that Ian Walker from New Democracy Foundation is running for us. We have the winner of the Kofi Annan Next Gen Democracy Prize. We'll be hearing from her later and tonight. Yesterday, as you know, we launched the Hall of Fame, the Democratic Innovators Initiative with Apolitical. And on Tuesday, we launched the two initiatives, the Nexus of Climate and Democracy, with a delegation of about 20 people coming from the United States, a consortium that includes the Arizona State University, and the second project, the Permanent People's Assembly for Europe, that will kick off and we'll have the proper Citizens' Assembly taking place same time next year in Athens, parallel to the forum. And that's led by the European University Institute, and there's, I think, about 30 people led by Calypso that are here from Florence and other parts of Europe. And of course, we continue with our previous partnerships. Our 24 students from GLAA, they've been with us, different students, university students every year since, I believe, 2016. So what can I say? Wow, you're quite a crowd. So thank you for being here. I think we should give a round of applause for all these new people and for all of you. So it's really not a bad way to kick off our second decade, an award recognizing youth, a Caucus for Parliamentarians, a Hall of Fame, Teens ADF, Climate Democracy Nexus, and a Citizens' Assembly. And that's because we dare to hope, and we dare to be ambitious. But daring to hope, as you know, is the theme of this year's forum. So this is in addition to the other projects of Building Blocks, Digital Toolkit, and the all-important EU Horizons Orbis project that glues all of them together. So as you can see, after 4 years, almost 4 years of the Athens Democracy Forum taking the form of a non-profit with the Democracy and Culture Foundation, still in association with the Times, the forum really has become an incubator of ideas, and it has also become a megaphone for the projects that we do and the partners that we have. So it is a megaphone that we encourage you to leverage, and in one small way you can do this today by using spreading the word through social media. So you can see everything here, handle Forum Athens, hashtag Athens Forum. But let me talk a little bit about the program that we have today. As I explained, yesterday was our due day today and tomorrow is our talk day, so we're entering the more journalistic sensibility of the times of panel sessions. And then on the weekend, we have our think session. So we have a program so very well crafted by our editorial director, Kim Conniff-Tabor, whose many thoughts I'm sharing here. So thank you, Kim, and also thank you to the man sitting next to you, Serge Schmemann, who has been here from the very beginning and still giving us advice on the program. So Serge, we thank you very much, and it's great to see you coming back this year. So our task in Athens these 2 days is to explore the innovative approaches needed to overcome all the hurdles that democracy is facing and giving us hope to dare. Now, our program is split in 3 sessions. We have one pillar, which is case studies, analyzing the future of specific regions and issues. This year we have 4. We have Africa, Ukraine, Latin America, and the US-China relationship. The second pillar is rethinking our futures in our thematic pillars, the 4 thematic pillars that I mentioned yesterday. But this year we look at security, we look at climate, AI, education, and last night, civilizational states. Tonight, polarization should be another very interesting panel. And the third pillar, something we introduced last year on the initiative of Kim, all this will alternate with tutorials and workshops on emerging practical tools, methods, and innovations for democracy. So despite the doom and gloom, there are a lot of positive things happening out there, and we should never lose sight of that as we try and help democracy to evolve. Thank you for nodding, Luca. So we have a diverse group of the brightest and often youngest. We're getting younger and younger every year. Young minds in academia, politics, business, and civil society. Our speakers moderated by our talented journalists from The Times, led by the host of Athens Democracy Forum, Roger Cohen. And they will help us, hopefully, to come up with a prescription for a new breed of democracy. So we'd like the panels to be a little bit more solutions-focused, and in order to encourage our speakers to be more solutions-focused, please interject, ask questions. I know that our next speaker doesn't need much because he's full of solutions. Art, I'll come to you in a moment. Our team at the Democracy and Culture Foundation, who's now the organizer of the forum, as you know, have embarked on a series of all these projects devoted to our thematic pillars. These solutions into action, the think, talk, do, always keep in mind the do. And we also want to do the do with a bottom-up approach, a more grassroots approach, engaging citizens and especially our teenagers and our youth. So it's a journey that we're taking into deliberative democracy. Now, above all, I would like to thank all of you, our delegates, both in person and virtually, for engaging with our forum and our foundation in our quest to make things happen, to change the world by helping democracy evolve, empowering society, citizen engagement, better governance. That's what we're all about. We wouldn't be able to do this with the support of our sponsors, our headline sponsors, Microsoft, Climate Democracy Initiative, Arizona State University, TaiJ University, TaiJ Future Consensus Institute, Google, our gold and silver sponsors, EBRD, Libra Philanthropies, Berggruen Institute, and so many others like Aegean and many, many others that you see on the screen here. There's almost 30 of them this year, so please join us in thanking them for their generous support. Because it is with their support the support of our sponsors, that this forum extends beyond this room. And the Times has been gracious to us with publishing a special report in today's paper. There's 4 pages. Farah Nageri, thank you for editing this. 4 pages on Athens Democracy Forum. And then a week later, there will be a follow-up special report. Farah, I believe, October 7? Yeah. So look out, buy the paper every day, and you'll find Athens Democracy Forum one day next week, towards the end of next week. So what we talk about here will be published throughout the world, 160 countries that the Times is delivered to. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I will invite Art O'Leary, the CEO of Electoral Commission of Ireland, to deliver this year's opening provocation. This will be followed by Stephen Erlanger. His panel on the future is African, which is quite an appropriate kickoff for panels because, you know, by year 2050, 1 in every 4 people on Earth will be African. So quite appropriately, we're looking at Africa. But first, it's all about citizen engagement, and Art O'Leary, with your great experience in this field, please join us.